Yugioh Anime Games, Delta here, and this is Yugi's Dark Side Dimensions deck profile. This movie was awesome. We're really glad that we were able to see Yugi Kaiba play and get a new villain in Agami. And of course, we had to recreate these decks. Hopefully you've seen the Yugi Kaiba Dark Side Dimensions duel that we just did. But anyway, to kick it off with Yugi's deck, we have Celtic Guardian, the classic, Dark Magician, with a new artwork. Of course, you know, it's Yugi. Dark Magician had to have been played. And by the way, guys, there are cards in this deck that were played by the virtual attempt when he dueled Kaiba. These cards weren't included in the movie pack, and in some cases, Yugi did not play a lot of spells, so you'll see that we really feel like we brought the deck to life in a very good way, getting to use a lot of the new cards we got in the movie pack and getting to use a lot of the cool cards that Yugi played and that were seen in the movie. But Apple Magician Girl, I think it's really cool that we got a series of new Magician Girls that all have pretty good effects that tie together, like you special summon each other and special summon Dark Magician Girl out, Berry Magician Girl. They work really well together. And it's just really cool to see the Dark Magician or really Magician Girl theme expanded on in a way that was not expected, I think, by most of us. Celtic Guard of Noble Arms. There is another one of those Magician Girls, Chocolate Magician Girl. Then we have Clear Karibo. Of course, Yugi plays Dark Magician. Of course, he's got a cool new Karibo card. It is really cool that these decks have some like updated and in some cases some little stronger, a little more modern cards that still feel very quintessentially like the character. Dark Magician Girl, of course. Gandora X, the Dragon of Destruction. An improvement on, or really an upgrade to, whatever you want to call it, Gandora. Then we have Gold Gadget. Of course, with so many new cards being thrown around, we get new gadgets as well. This is the first of two. Kiwi Magician Girl, another one. This one is the only one that has a tribute. Only one of the new ones that has a tribute, I should say. And Lemon Magician Girl. By the way, guys, if you're liking this video, you want to see more duels, more deck profiles, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you won't miss an upload. And if you guys haven't seen it, check out our Deck Expo or Deck Expo, where we talk about and highlight a year's worth of content. Tons of new decks are going to be coming at you throughout the entire year. It is awesome. We have a lot of great stuff planned for you guys. Everybody seems really excited. If you haven't seen it already, make sure you check that out. Lord Gaia the Fierce Knight. Nice retrain or addition, whatever you call it. Then we have 3 Marsh Macaron. It's a different take on Marshmallow. Instead of not being destroyed Valley, you get to special summon out 2 more, which is pretty useful. Palladium Oracle Mahad. Really cool to see this get a card. Sentry Soldier of Stone. Again, just lots of new takes and new upgrades on Yugi's monsters. Silent Swordsman. This one's really cool. Silent Swordsman level 5. Yugi did play this card. He sent it to the grave. Even though we didn't include the other Silent Swordsmans, this one can be played on its own. It's usable on its own. It makes his deck a little better, makes it a little easier to summon Silent Swordsman, and he played it. So we didn't want to expand on the deck by adding Silent Swordsman level 3 or Silent Swordsman level 7. And then the last monster is Silver Gadget, the complement to Gold Gadget. For spells, we have Dark Magic Veil. Really cool. We have a card that helps you, Magical Contract Door. That's a very interesting card, giving your opponent a spell, but getting to add a card. And then Magical Dimension, which is very helpful in the Spellcaster theme. Monster Reborn. Mystical Space Typhoon. I mean, what's more to say about those? Thousand Knives, and that's it for the spells. And as a reminder, we did include cards we saw the virtual template as well. And in fact, there are cards that were played in the movie that we don't have printed. Now, Yugi has a lot of traps. So there is Dark Horizon, I think looks pretty cool. Dig of Destiny, which gets better the more Dig of Destiny you have, but there's only so much room in a Yugi deck where you actually have a lot of cards for him. Unlike Kaiba's deck, where we had to duplicate cards. We just didn't see Kaiba play as much. Dimension Guardian. That's one really interesting thing we see too in Yugi's Dark Side of Dimensions deck, is that there are a lot of Dimension cards. Dimension Mirage being another one. How many times am I going to say Dimension? Well, I'll say it at least once more in Dimension Reflector. But yeah, there's lots of cool traps in Yugi's deck. You definitely can have those like, punch for punch, chain a bunch of traps together, have some crazy cool outcomes, those kinds of duels. Dimension Sphinx. I think that's it for the Dimension cards, guys. Then we have Final Gias. May not be pronouncing that right. Don't sue me. Magic Cylinder. A classic coming back. Magician's Defense. Very cool artwork too on that one. Metalhold the Moving Fortress. A new version of Stronghold the Moving Fortress. Then we have Metamorph-Fortress. Another classic in the form of Mirror Force. And the final trap is Spiritual Sword of Revealing Light. Spiritual Swords of Revealing Light. So we're even getting an updated version of Swords of Revealing Light. And this one has a useful effect on field and in the graveyard. And that is it for Yugi's 40-card Dark Side of Dimensions deck profile. And he does not have any fusions to go along with the deck. Anyway, we really love playing these decks. It's very fun. I'm glad Konami printed so many cards from the movie. And hopefully you enjoyed the deck profile and you like how we built Yugi's Dark Side of Dimensions deck. As always, drop a like, drop a comment, whatever. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And Yugioh Anime Games out.